Welcome everyone. For this portion of the video, we're going to go over the Navmac 10925, which is known as the Aero Shopping Transition List, or is commonly referred to by folks in the military as the aerosol. The purpose of the aerosol is to work in conjunction with the equipment repair order and to requisite receipt for, cancel, and record part issues that are received in conjunction with repairing defects on the engineer equipment, in our case the engineer equipment. Basically what we'll start out, we'll go ahead and start at the top and basically go down the list here. The first part that's going to be applied is the aero number. The aero number should be received from the aero. The next part is going to be the unit. Basically, the aero holder enters the name of the section to identify which section submits the aerosol. Next is the date that it was submitted. The next portion is the maintenance piece. The aero holder enters required initial authorized to approve the requisition. The next section is the supply IP, which IP stands for issue point. The supply issue point individual would sign off on the aerosol as well by initialing and putting his date. The last initial and date is the data entry clerk. What the data entry clerk will do at that point is to check over the aerosol, make sure everything is correct, and go ahead and process it through the MEMS systems. On the material usage codes, you see a number there, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Seeing that we're doing this for a corrective maintenance piece, we're going to use the code of 7 because 7 is for corrective maintenance. For the shop section, the aero holder enters the shop section in the area provided. Next, we're going to go down to what's called the card column. As you see, it's listed from 1 through 80. It's called an 80 card column. In the first section, in the first box I should say, you're going to enter a number 4. In boxes 2 through 6, you're going to enter the aero number. The aero number is the same number that you place at the top of the aerosol. In spaces 11 through 23, you'll enter the national stock number of the part you're ordering. It won't necessarily be the national stock number or the NSN of the equipment, but it will be the NSN for whatever part that you wish to receive. And you're going to enter each NSN for each part that you place on order. So basically all NSNs won't be the same. You can use the aerosol for more than just one piece of repair item. In the card column 24 through 26, you're going to enter the quantity, which 24 through 26 will allow you to order up to 999. Next, you're going to enter the document number, which is going to go from the card column 28 through 40. In 28 through 32, you're going to enter the activity unit code, or the UIC, which was referred to in the instructional piece for the aero. You're going to enter the date in card columns 33 through 36, and the document number in column 37 through 40. The first number that will be entered is a 7 for corrective maintenance. In 41, you will enter this signal code. The supply unit section enters the appropriate signal code designating where the parts will be shipped and who will receive the bill. Next is a priority. That will be 42 and 43. The aero holder will enter the priority of the part of each 4-part transaction. Keep in mind that the priority number cannot be higher than the major defect. If the major defect has a priority rating of 3, any part ordered after that has to be higher than a 3. So basic can be a priority 6 or priority 13. The supplemental address is entered in card column 44 through 48. In card column 49 through 50, the arrow holder enters the unit of issue for each part. So basically what the unit of issue is it a box? Is it a set? Is it a bucket full of nails? So basically you enter the type of unit. Next, in card column 51 through 64, the John order number is entered. Basically the way the John order number works is it's used to determine who will pay for that particular item. It's almost like having a purchase order for work you will be doing as a government contractor or general contractor for that matter. In card column 66, you will enter the demand code. Card column 67, at that point you will enter if it is a non-mission capable supply indicator. Card column 68 and 69, you will enter the advice code. In card column 70 through 79, you will enter the nomenclature or part number. It's similar to the information we entered on the arrow. And last but not least, in card column 80, you will enter the transaction type. You will enter a for an add or a C for change. Those are the basic steps for adding documentation to the aerosol. As far as the aerosol is concerned, or maintaining the aerosol will be maintained in the supply bin. Basically, the supply bin is basically where you would keep your parts once they come into the maintenance facility. As parts are received, you will stage them in the supply bin for that particular piece of equipment. If a item of supply is removed from that supply bin, the mechanic who removed that item needs to annotate it on the aerosol stating that this item was removed. That way, if the supply clerk is looking for his nuts and bolts, we know who to check with to find out who removed the parts. Basically, the way to keep your supply bin area is to keep it in a closed-in area where you don't have anyone coming in and out and taking parts as they see fit.